Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Language and Life Skills. I am Matthew Adegami. Today we are going to see some very special words. So the topic is mind these special words. These are words which are different from the ordinary words. Best of them is news. This word news is plural in form but singular in meaning. It's uncountable like air, water, sand, etc. So we say, what is the news? You don't say, what are the newses? Have you heard the latest news? Yes. Suppose you have a lot of news, then you say several items of news. You don't say many news. People are interested in different things. Cricket nowadays like to see the IPL. Not everyone. There can be good news and bad news, fake news, the latest. Rumors are also there. They are mere hearsay. They are different from authenticated news. Now, when you are speaking of news, be careful of libel. A libel is a publication of a false statement that damages the reputation of a person. So we avoid libel. Another word is excellent. It's an adjective that means of the best quality, top class, the highest order. This word excellent has no comparative and superlative degrees. It is superlative in itself, in its meaning. So we do not say about more excellent or most excellent. She is an excellent player. She gave an excellent musical concert. Third word is information. Like news, it has no plural. We don't say information's desk. Just like news, it is singular, an uncountable noun. You can have much information, a lot of information, little information, or no information. So we may say there is no information about the kidnapped boy. Like news, you have several items of information, pieces of information, etc. The next word is unique. It's a unique word. Its pronunciation is like picturesque. Unique means standing apart from all the rest, different from all others, very, very special. Like excellent, it has also no other degrees of comparison like more unique, most unique. When you are speaking of laptops, I may say Dell-tops are unique. They beat all other brands. It's my personal opinion. If you speak of great person, you can say Mahatma Gandhi was a unique freedom fighter who won freedom for India through non-violence. Next we come to birthdays. Who does not love celebrating birthdays? Now, on your birthday, will you wear your birthday suit? No, you will wear your birthday dress. You don't go shopping for your birthday suit. Why? It means the dress you are wearing when you are born, the dress of a newborn baby. So, we don't actually wear birthday suit. We go and shop for birthday dresses. So do not go to a tailor and ask for stitching a birthday suit. You can go and have your wedding suit or other suits ready. So we have colorful birthday dresses, no doubt, but not your birthday suit. Next is regarding footsteps, following footsteps and following in footsteps. These two are different. Following in somebody's footsteps means imitating that person, taking that person as your model, doing the same things as that person. Then you are following in his footsteps. Maybe you are continuing the family business, then you are following in the footsteps of your parents. Idealistic young people follow in the footsteps of great men like Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi. Following footsteps is a very different matter. could mean two things. One is somebody is lost or missing. You are trying to trace that person by following the footsteps, by going along the footsteps. Another meaning is the context of somebody who is escaped from you. Maybe robbers have escaped their booty. Then you follow their footsteps to find where they are hiding. Now, the policemen, they use a sniffer dog to follow the footsteps of robbers and criminals. Next word we have is relieved. This is a slippery word because it may have different meanings in the passive and the active voice. Certain words that are used generally in the passive may change meaning when they are used in the active. You cannot assume that you can use your active voice. So, what is relieved? Somebody is relieved when he is allowed to quit a job. He is relieved from the job. Or a guard doing duty may be relieved from his turn when a substitute comes. When some ordeal is over, you are relieved. You feel relieved. Now, do not use the active voice, this verb, in a reflexive way. It will cause you embarrassment. You cannot say you are relieving yourself. That has got a different meaning from quitting the job. It has got the toilet context. So it's embarrassing. Let's come to the word sleep. Sleep has some peculiar uses. Of course, we love to see a baby sleeping so peacefully. It is a picture of innocence. But some uses of the word sleep are not so innocent. For example, you have got sleeping cells. Sleeping cells refer to secret agents or terrorist groups which are remaining dormant, inactive for a long time. But they can spring into action anytime. These are sleeper cells. A sleeping partner refers to business where somebody is supplying the capital but is not active in the business, in running the business. He is a sleeping partner. This is not to be mistaken with a bedfellow or a sexual partner, who is someone you sleep with. So there is a saying, politics makes strange bedfellows. Now when you come to animals and pets, you say you are putting an animal to sleep. It means you are ending the life of some pet which is very sick or old or in great suffering, and you want to help it by terminating his life. And today in the electronic world, we have the sleep mode for your computer or your cell phone. If it is put in inactive position, it is switched off, then it is in sleep mode. Court martial. Court martial means a military court. Now, in English, always the noun comes after the adjective, but in this case, the noun comes first and the adjective comes second. Court is the noun, martial is the adjective. This is following the French style. It is similar to other words like heir apparent and vicar apostolic. The noun is coming in front. Finally, for today, a left-handed compliment. It's a compliment that may be insincere, ambiguous, or even perverse. So its value is reduced, like tax reduction at source, we can say. Suppose somebody tells you your singing was excellent, but the timing was poor. Your value is reduced because of poor timing. Or someone say you are the best speaker I have ever heard. He's saying that to someone who made an average speech. Is insincere. Now a perverse statement, left-handed compliment. He is not as stupid as he looks. He is worse. This is like adding insult to injury. So this is one of the worst examples of a left-handed compliment. So dear friends, let's take care of the special words and their usage and be correct in their usage. Bye. Till I see you another time. Bye.